just because of the game or the day of the week? What do you mean by that?
It's not a weekend, so whoever rapes his internet isn't going to be raping his internet right now.
I can see your logic there.
Yep. You know, I never did put any shadow piercings on my character. Kind of sad about that.
Any particular reason why you would?
There's stuff that give bonuses to intimidate and other things.
Pretty sure they're craft wondrous, so you can still do it.
Yeah.
Craft shadow piercing.
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I know there was one, I think, gives you, like, true sight, basically. Or blind sight, something like that.
I perked up when you said true sight, but then I...
Low light, and then dark vision, and then see in darkness special ability. Let's see what that actually is.
Okay,
see in darkness is just you can see in magical darkness.
Yeah, right. Deeper darkness, yeah.
So that's what it was. I know there was. I was looking at trying to find ways. People on the forum, someone was asking, "How can I see in darkness?" And that was when I had found. That's where I remember that from.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty expensive. It was like you had a pretty high level to afford that. From it's like 70-some thousand, I think.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about backup characters for Emerald Spire?
For which game?
I included it in the sentence.
It broke up a little bit.
Emerald Spire.
I haven't really settled on a primary character yet, so
I do have a backup character. I have the sister of my original character.
Okay.
It's just a fire kineticist.
Yeah, for that, I mean, I like the idea is an interesting one, but I'm trying not to burn like builds I'm really excited about seeing how they play at high level. So trying to find things that are just fun to mess around with, not something I'm really excited about, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna use the monk from Indy's game if this character failed.
That's nice.
So we have the Vigilante and the Kineticist are the ones that have actually been settled on.
Yeah, and then Lance wants to play a Skald if he's there.
Yeah.
Yep.
War Priest is my first guess, but I haven't really looked at much of it yet.
Yeah, that's got some really good stuff in it.
It looks like it's pretty versatile. You got some healing, got some spells.
What were your thoughts, Torsiv?
Yeah, I was thinking of the Inquisitor.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, Inquisitor is cool.
It's a good party composition.
Yeah. It doesn't seem we have an arcane caster, but oh well. Who cares, no?
Yeah.
Well, I technically cast arcane, just really slowly.
Are you taking that archetype?
The Vigilante that I'm taking gives me the Wizard Sorcerer.
Yeah, that one.
There's like three. Half the archetypes give you some magic.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I'm going with Warlock so I can get the blade things.
Yeah, Eldritch Blade, I think.
Yeah. There's not a really good way to get pluses to it, but it'll be fun.
I'm sure you can make up a magic item or something.
Alright, so it's kind of arbitrary in terms of how long you guys choose to spend.
Are there still things damaging the city?
I don't think there are.
Diplomacy together?
Yeah. Once you take care of it, there's Barzillai is no longer. Let me see if he has a way of reactivating his manifestations after you've taken down all of them. I don't think so.
It would be really weird if he was of the land and was completely ineffective.
By the way, if anybody is looking for a See in Darkness ability, go level 9 Hell Knight, because your Infernal Armor gives you See in all Darkness.
Yeah, but that's like saying 15th level character.
Which is what you would be able to buy an item, I guess. That's just another ability, like another way to get it, is what I'm saying.
The eye piercings for Sea and Darkness are 32k.
That's craft or what?
Buy.
Oh, that's pretty chill.
I mean, it doesn't say anything about once he no longer has influence over an area of a way he can get it back. He may or may
It
not.
still would make sense for our characters to just go for it. We don't know that. We don't know that he can't reactivate. So I guess we'll rest the day and go for it. Anybody opposed?
Do we know anything about where this heart is?
We have a spell that leads us to it, but we don't know the location.
You might.
But do we need some sort of planner adaptation or some such?
You know it's on the same plane as you because Find the Path is working.
Oh, cool.
However, you might roll to see if you remember whether to see if you remember where his heart was, because I think you ought to have learned.
I don't recall that. But I'm sure there's a role for it, right?
Wasn't his heart in like a container or something?
No. You remember the container was where his heart should have been.
Yeah, that's how it was. So what knowledge should we roll?
Or just an int check?
Yeah, knowledge earlier in the campaign is what it would come down to. So I guess that's just an enter whiz.
Not it.
Not it.
Kevin, roll your wisdom with the plus 13.
If it, plus 11, unless I could go in my my special form, Soul Scoop. Up to you if you want to include that puppy. I wouldn't by default. 27 without special form.
Disgusting.
Okay, for whatever reason was scrolled way up, so yeah, and especially since you can also reconsult the notes that you found at the time. He was he put his heart in an item called the Soul Anchor. Which what that did was basically make what that was part of his ritual, is what I was going with that. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I'm doing T-Rex work. I'll stop that.
Sure.
Yeah, his heart is the Soul Anchor. The Soul Anchor is a magical artifact that you've learned is under Cantargo that allows some people, including a couple of the outsiders you've encountered, to retain their memories after death. Normally, a person is scrubbed of their memories after they die, so that they will eventually become an outsider with their memories intact.
Like that Jack the Ripper thingy.
Yes, like him.
Let's go. Yes. Do we know where that artifact is located? Other than it's below Cantargo.
Well, you have a Find the Path spell that leads you to his heart, and you know that they're in the same place.
Then let's follow the path.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give the T-Rex spells before. Because he needs...
Sure.
I leveled him up because you guys are going to level up pretty soon. He needs his spells.
Take it down.
There are 2 options that stack with Warlock. It's really nice to know.
Kevin, is Tiefling like always frowned upon, or is it just in your game?
The reason is not Tiefling and Aasimar are both frowned upon because of their subtype, because of their outsider type. They're just seen as not people. They're not like better or worse. They're not humanoid. They're not something to be considered as part of a city. They're just something else.
Oh, so it's not like a mechanical. The GM doesn't allow it. It's more of a thematic because this city doesn't have it.
Right.
Okay, makes sense.
And I am allowing the versions of them that count as human because that would count. So it's
How many versions count as human?
It's just
like a racial trait.
Yeah, it's just a racial, like pass for human is like a racial, one of those racial traits.
Right, sure.
So it's pretty easy. So it's not for the player, as long as you have that, it's not that bad. If you really fight me on it, maybe you can convince me, but it's something that is part of the city. So if it,
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on it specifically. I wasn't planning on doing that. It just seems weird to me because those are effectively humanoid anyway. So I don't know what somebody
humanoid.
would specifically restrict them as.
they're outsiders. They are not
outsider native.
Right, but they don't look not humanoid is, I guess, my point.
Yeah.
Well,
makes
demons don't look not humanoid to a fair degree, but that doesn't mean you would accept them or angels, and that doesn't mean they're acceptable in every society.
I suppose it's just, to my mind, there's a specific level of appearance. I mean, they're half human to begin with, so
Well, there are reasons for it. I'll say that, and
yeah, I'm not going to fight you on it. It just does.
I don't want to say why because
in my head.
it's other things. There's a reason for it.
Yeah, sure.
Like
I'm sure something has happened in the world to cause that.
Yeah.
I suspect it's just like the judgment system has like spells that only target humanoid, and you don't want us to pass that, I guess.
It's essentially that. To make things easier, the systems that are in place only target humanoids, and everything else is not targeted. This helps out on your end if you take a familiar animal companion, what have you, or you won't be fucked over or having to take into consideration. It's just in a lot of ways it makes things cleaner, basically.
Would you allow me to still have like the fiendish outlook, but count as humanoid? So I want the flavor of being like frowned upon and shit.
I'd have to look at it. I know some of the things it says you cannot take XYZ if you take pass for human or whatever.
No, it just replaces subtype and languages, and in the description of pass for human, it just says that you have like more subtle features.
Yeah, when we get to that point, if you want that, then I'll definitely take a look at it and make that decision.
Okay. Yeah. It's not anything mechanical, it's just flavor stuff.
Right.
Like, that's what I want my character to look like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to have like small horns. I want him to have like, normal stuff.
Let me just take a look at it while we're waiting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's fine that you're not posting in there, but Puppy, can you see the room for my game? The chat?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure you weren't. So I had issues with adding some people, so I just want to make sure you were involved.
Oh, it says, and he might not select other racial features that would grant him obviously fiendish features.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of... I don't like that. I want it to be like mechanically acceptable by you, but I don't want it to be like flavory not acceptable by me.
Well, yeah, but I think that is the point, is to look normal and not be an outsider of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
No, you still count as outsider, but you also count as human.
Right, but the past for human thing is you look less like a tiefling and more like a human.
Yeah.
We'll work it out.
Yeah, we can talk about it, but I could.
If not, I'll just preserve this build to like some other game. Where
If you give me a good reason, I will let you build it into your backstory in some way to make it work. But well, basically, if it's the more mechanical and less, depending on how mechanical and flavorful, we can always have that discussion.
Sure. Or we can just create an alternative racial trait by ourselves and make it just you count as human. It's a -1 to RP. It's not bad actually. That's not a bad idea. So Puppy, are we still doing spells?
Nope, got it.
Okay.
So
Very nice.
what level Magus is the T-Rex now?
4th.
Nice.
Yoo-hoo.
Cool.
All right.
Are we still level 16?
We are level
Yes.
17, I think.
Or
Oh,
I have 16.
No,
I'm
16,
16
yeah,
too.
16, yeah.
you
16.
will be
Yep.
17 by the end of this session.
Oh.
okay, cool.
So, it's just a matter of you choose when you follow, find the path.
The next day.
All right. So, it leads you first to the graveyard in Cantargo.
Mhm.
And to a specific crypt to be found therein.
We found an entrance to the catacombs.
Well,
Is this is the thing dirt or stone?
it's a stone crypt.
Is it closed? If so, is it locked?
It's closed. If you try to open it, you find that the door is very old and is essentially, I think, rusted shut.
Oh well, I have a tool for that.
Yeah, it's called a hammer.
It is.
Doesn't that make a lot of noise?
Is that a problem though?
I don't know. We could do the dimension door thingy.
Don't disturb the dead, I guess. Nah, just break it down. Let's go.
The crypt is overgrown with ivy, and clearing away the vines reveals the nameplate Esberdine. If you want to give me knowledge, history, or local, you can learn about that.
Yeah, I've got local. 28.
You know that that's a surname. You don't know who it would refer to in this context.
History? Anybody?
I couldn't
I
do
can't
much.
help.
I can't really do any better than that. I'll need another though, if anyone else wants to roll. Oh, well, not that bad.
Almost did better than that.
But I can max out at 28, so.
Yeah, so same information.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
another. I call that as another in case anyone else had a better mod. But yeah,
Well, let's keep going. I guess we'll
Would
smash
a
it.
30 help?
30 wouldn't be enough, no.
Okay, then move on then.
Do you want some damage rolls for the rusty door?
No, I'll just assume you keep hitting it until it works.
That's a good assumption, yeah.
Once the door goes away, you see that inside the crypt, the inside of the crypt doesn't have any obvious unexpected features. It just looks like a 25-foot square area with skeletal remains of 4 humanoids laid out in biers.
Anything written anywhere?
Not that you can see from the outside.
Going inside, is there anything written in there?
Make a will save.
Everyone or just him?
Just people who go inside.
Not it.
As you go inside, and in the process of looking around it, you interact with it, and you realize that it's an illusion. And the interior is actually an empty room with a 10-foot square slab of iron embedded in the ground, surrounded by railings that look like black feathered wings.
Is that like a door?
It's like I say, like there's a slab of iron on the floor, surrounded by railings. There is somewhere where it can be open to get in.
Okay. I will proceed to move in. I suppose I also need to make a save. 24.
You see the illusion for what it is.
Yep.
The T-Rex can squeeze in there.
I move in as well.
You see the illusion for what it is.
Cool.
Zenrai's trapped outside for some reason.
There's no map.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going on this map. I was confused.
No, this is just theater of the mind until we get to the actual.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we all get inside.
Yeah.
Cool.
T-Rexes can get through the door by squeezing. Because if he can be large without squeezing, he can be medium squeezing.
So, what can we do with the whole metal slab at the railing?
Well, like I say, there's a place where you can open the railing and get onto the slab.
Cool.
Can we detect magic on the slab and the railing?
The railing is, let's see. The soulbound, or the thing, radiates strong transmutation magic. And a spellcraft check could tell you more.
Not it.
Spellcraft coming up.
37 spellcraft.
What it actually is it's like an elevator. Of course, your characters don't know that word, but that's how it functions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, being in a shipping area, they would know what a lift is.
Yeah, it is a lift that would lead you down deep into caverns below. What you have to do, and with that spellcraft, you're able to figure out how to activate it. Here's how it works. I mentioned that on the railing there's like a black wing motif.
Mhm.
If you cut yourself and bleed onto the wings, then you have to cut yourself enough to deal 1 point of damage. You can just do that. You don't need to roll with a weapon. Ugly, festering wounds will appear on your face and deal charisma damage.
Everybody needs to do that?
Only one person, and you could also try a use magic device check.
What's... Sure. I'll add another on the use magic device.
Let's use magic.
So who's got the best UMD skill?
Mine's 12.
Mine is +9, I think.
Have
mine
any
is
of you
+11.
stepped onto the lift yet?
Mine is 20.
Probably, yeah.
As soon as one of you steps upon the lift, a ghostly feminine voice with no obvious point of origin sounds. In Infernal, it says, "Welcome to the Mouth of Souls. Give your gift to the Dowager of Illusions so that I may show you the way below."
There better be some elevator music.
I don't speak that language.
I understood. I'll relay what she said. If nobody else speaks it.
I think I do.
So, I got +11 on my magic device.
Should we local or history that?
You can choose to.
Okay.
Religion will also give you information.
Would planes do as well?
That's a local, but
High knowledge planes might.
Nah, I'll pass. Wow.
You do know, because she is technically a powerful outsider, that the Dowager of Illusions is Mahathala. The cult that occupied in part 2, the cult that occupied part of the base you guys took over, was a cult of Mahathala. She is one of the 4 Queens of the Night, and who are servants of Hell.
That's... Oh, okay. I was thinking... How would there be a Queen of the Night if, like, the biggest guy is that Prince of Darkness?
They call themselves that. Asmodeus calls them something else.
Oh, okay.
Isn't a dowager usually like a former queen? Anyway.
So I'll go. Fang knows the story of her origin. She was a psychopomp usher. All of the Queens of the Night, or whore queens, as some call them, that is not what they call themselves, are some kind of fallen outsider. The others are all angels, but Mahathala was a psychopomp. She was a psychopomp usher who was said to understand and know the fate of every mortal and know when they would meet their demise. She, however, was greatly unsettled by the fact that though she knew about the demise of every other being in the multiverse, she did not know that of her own. When she spoke to Pharasma about this, Pharasma told her that only those who traveled the River of Souls, that she only was to know the demise of those who traveled the River of Souls. So she went and found a dying dude and followed him down the River of Souls until she got back to Pharasma. Pharasma apparently found this to be an acceptable loophole and showed her the moment of her demise. She immediately freaked out and fled, traveling the plains, doing any number of things in any number of places, before finally finding Asmodeus, No one knows what Asmodeus said to her, but whatever it was somehow put her mind at ease and earned him her service.
Hey, sexy mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Being Asmodeus, there's probably a deal that was made.
Yeah. That's a great story. Damn. The guys who are writing the lore know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's a good loophole too.
Okay. So what do we know? What else do we know about this stuff? About this lift?
Another thing you would know is that Soul Anchors, being an ex-Psychopomp, she has some malice toward Pharasma and Psychopomps. And Soul Anchors are just kind of allowing some mortals to retain their memories is just kind of a spiteful way of just fucking up anything that Pharasma vaguely cares about. As for the lift, though, you've only learned the knowledge planes wouldn't tell you anything about this lift. You don't know. It's not that lifts are not some particular motif of Mahathal's, as far as you know.
Okay.
Have the T-Rex deal 1 damage to himself and let's go.
That's mean.
He's my cohort. I order him to do so.
That's mean.
I am mean. But he's the one that doesn't need charisma too much. I need my charisma for stuff.
He has an intimidate check on par with yours.
Makes sense. Fine.
But, I mean, that's not saying no. But,
Yeah, I'm not saying no either. It's just mean.
Okay, just deal the damage to him, dude.
all right. So that happens.
How much charisma damage did you think?
1d4 points.
Is it healed in any particular way, or just normally?
It's charisma damage.
Anybody got a lesser restoration?
Yep.
Please do.
Yeah.
A second
There you
one.
go.
Thank you.
Do you have to go to the one for that? Let me see how many she has prepared.
All right. Well,
I'll stick with the one.
So do we need to roll for use magic device now to make this thing
No,
work?
no,
Nah, he
that
just did the thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Use magic device was an alternative to what you just did.
So
What
he's
was
smashing
DC?
it and climbing down.
What was the DC, just for funs and giggles?
30.
Yeah, we couldn't have made that.
We could have made that by now.
Torso
Why?
said he had a 20.
Yeah.
Oh! I did not hear that, I'm sorry.
That's okay, because you got to hurt your T-Rex, so you should feel good about yourself, though.
I am a narcissist. Not a sadist, though. So I did not enjoy this.
Well, fuck. I forgot I had that ability.
What happened?
What?
Can you
I
just
for-
heal 1d4?
No, I forgot all about my spirit spells. I have a mass heal once per day.
What?
Fuck you, dude.
You have a mass heal? Why do you have a mass heal?
Holy
That would-
shit.
That would have been useful. That one, the big combat. I just completely forgot my spirit spells. They weren't great going up, but yeah, they get better as you go along. And yeah, I should probably keep that in mind.
Marcel is quite awesome.
Yeah, it's a 9th level spell, so I get it a bit early than you normally would get it.
Holy fuck.
So
You can probably intensify that.
It's
No, you can't.
it's like a domain spell kind of thing. I don't know if you can really do.
Yeah.
It's not.
That is insane, though.
Yeah. Let's get a jail free card for everybody.
So you have learned, both because it spoke to you and from the spellcraft check, that the soulbound lift is intelligent. It takes 10 minutes to bring you down to the bottom of it. So if you have any questions for it.
Where are we going? Where does this lift lead, I guess?
1 second.
Here's diplomacy if needed.
The Temple of the Dowager of Illusions.
What can you tell me about this temple? More diplomacy.
You don't need to make a diplomacy.
It's funny just to scream at her. Tell me everything you know!
I am but the lift that waits at the mouth of souls. I know not what my lady needs me to bring living creatures to.
Well, thank you, I guess. Anybody else?
Are there any creatures waiting downstairs?
My creators pay homage to our beloved queen and keep her temple. They are her servants as surely as I. They ought to be there.
Ask the lift when it was used last.
When were you used last? You can just ask her, Leon.
I don't speak that language, fuck you.
Makes sense, okay.
A man with the gleam of hell in his eyes and diabolic minions at his heels paid my price, so I delivered him below to the soulbound Fane.
How long ago was that?
Time does not pass for me as it does for the living. I know only that he descended, and that when he returned, he left a pot behind.
Okay.
I'm okay with that answer because that still gives us a time frame.
Sure. Anybody else? Got anything you want me to ask her for you?
Did he leave any of his companions behind?
Did he leave any of his minions behind?
Fewer rose than descended.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you. I got nothing else.
T-Rex suggests, I don't think he speaks Infernal, but he suggests asking about the keepers of this temple for their race.
Sure, we'll ask. Pretty sure he has Infernal, though.
He does, as I checked. They are like you, alive, children of blood and flesh. Are you not all the same?
Damn. That's like so progressive, it's insane.
No, it is not. That is the opposite of that.
She doesn't, it has to do with how her senses work. She is using something like Death Watch to sense living creatures coming onto her. She doesn't actually see things.
Yep, I figured as much.
So she can't tell the difference between any two living creatures, which is why she's happily working for you.
Makes sense to me.
Yep.
Let's not shatter that illusion.
How did you know that there was a hell gleam in his eyes?
The module doesn't say.
Okay.
I assume she can sense the gleam of hell on top of also having Death Watch because she's to do with a hell deity.
It makes sense. It's just funny.
It's those very words are in the module. The gleam of hell in his eyes.
Then she probably just detects souls at that point.
And she might have detect. She might sense souls.
Because that would make the most sense to my mind to fill that void.
Cool. Let's. Anybody got any more questions? Let's keep going then.
So you're brought pretty deep into the Darklands. Think like 2,000 feet underground.
Cool. So
Um,
it's nice and toasty down here.
oh, actually, the cavern is chilly.
Enough to deal damage to anybody?
No, not enough to really cause harm or have a mechanical effect. Just, you could probably say it's. You might be able to say it's a little unpleasant. Or maybe depending on your tastes, it's either unpleasantly chilly or just right.
Cool. So, what do we see when we reach the bottom?
Well, you reach the bottom. There are doors in front of you.
When I reach the bottom, I do a shield. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Perception on the door. For anything. Is it locked? Any sounds behind it? Is it trapped?
Just the sounds of caves.
Okay.
Like dripping water, cavernous.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Is it locked?
It's not. You're able to open it.
Cool. I open the door.
Yay, light.
Are you not carrying a torch? Oh, you're a half orc, right?
I'm going to read a description of this room.
Mhm.
Patches of glowing fungus give this cavern dim illumination. The stalactite-riddled ceiling rises into the shadows high above, giving the cave a cathedral space. Tunnels extend into the darkness to the north, while a branched chasm that nearly bisects the cave opens twin rents in the walls to the south. Scorch marks as if from fire or lightning scour the walls and floors, and in some cases bearing the hints of shadows of human shapes burned into the walls. The charred remains of these men and women lie sprawled throughout the chamber's floor, and bits and pieces of half-melted armor and weaponry are scattered among the remains. Despite the evidence of a fiery battle some months past, the cavern now carries an unmistakable chill in the air, mixed with the cloying reek of decaying flesh, and thumping in the air is a strange sound, as if the thundering of a vast but distant heartbeat.
I think he killed a dragon, you guys.
So to follow the path, where does it lead us? North or south?
South.
Cool.
There's more up here too.
So,
Should we just...
when I say south, currently it's leading you like southeast.
Okay. So like this way.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Is this a significant cliff?
No.
Okay.
Kevin, don't stay behind.
I'm gonna spend a moment and just kind of. Okay, that goes that way.
I'm gonna open the map thingy just to make sure that you guys are.
Puppy, can you give me 60 feet dark vision? Actually, maybe it might be 120. Just let me check.
Yeah. So I didn't fully explore the top, but that bottom corner there is empty, dead ends.
It says I can see in all darkness of any in any darkness of any kind. I don't know what the range of it is. It doesn't say if it's 120 or 60.
If it doesn't say, then it's not an extension.
So it's like a 120.
No, it's whatever you had to anything else.
I think 60 is standard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm assuming it's 60.
Okay.
Stop.
Wait a minute.
Feel like put some marker in it.
There you go.
So, as you step there, see. For one thing, from there, you can see. Yeah. I don't know what
I have
that.
50 feet dark vision.
I don't know what that is. I told it to give you 60 feet.
It's okay. I doubt it'll matter.
It
So
did
just-
that during the crossover as well.
Yeah. Do you have the second number set as well?
No.
Okay, then it should just do it. Fuck it, it's broke.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. So just keep
Try
going. I'm sorry.
that. Yeah, that fixed it.
Yep.
Yeah, setting the second number to 60 to match the first number so that there would be no dim light apparently fixed it. I don't know why, but you
That's
see
really weird.
you see some bones there. Yeah, you can see and you can tell that that's where the smell is coming from, the dead body of a dragon. And as you
Awesome.
step within that, as you step there, you hear something like a draconic roar. And you see rise up from the body what looks like the ghostly form of a skeletal dragon.
Holy shit, bone dragon! What is this?
Incorporeal dragon?
Quite incorporeal.
So it's
Fuck.
a ghost.
It's ghostly in character.
So it takes half damage.
It is incorporeal.
Okay. Shit.
So I'm gonna clear initiative.
Mhm.
And then we're gonna roll initiative. Yeah. I think, or well, I don't think, I'm pretty confident that the max hit points thing is more helpful to the incorporeal ones by a wide margin.
Yes.
Everyone rolled really well.
Except for me.
Let's see.
We've been facing a ton of undead this campaign.
Your turn, Leon. I don't know if you can see it, but you can definitely hear and smell it.
Okay. I don't see it currently, but people say it's in that direction.
Yep.
Let's I'm gonna start off with 30 there. And then I kind of see it, so I'm gonna go another 30 there. Double move.
Yeah. Flux.
Five times 15, 20, 30. What do I see from there? It's like 55 feet away still. Ready in action to misfortunate if it comes within range.
All right. Knowledge religion would allow someone to identify this creature, by the way.
Oh, I might as well do that. Religion is pretty good. 31 total.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you know what this is. It is a worm wraith.
Hmm.
Worm wraiths arise from the souls of powerful dragons who refuse to accept death or have an irrational fear of moving on to an afterlife. They have the ability to turn human whenever they slay a humanoid. They turn that creature into a dread wraith. You don't see any dread wraiths around, which would hint you off that this was a recently created worm wraith. Because if it had been around for centuries or something, then
Sure. Is their creation specific?
They don't happen through a ritual or deliberately. They happen.
Okay, so people died. They killed the dragon. This thing comes into existence.
Yeah. It's the result, like a lot of naturally occurring undead. It's sort of the result of the turmoil, the emotional turmoil of dying under certain circumstances.
Sure.
'Cause I'm pretty sure they're immortal.
Yeah.
So that's what else do we know about it?
Well,
Abilities and stuff.
it's incorporeal. It has an ability called positive energy transference, which allows it to transfer positive energy damage to its dread wraiths. That's not applicable if there aren't any around. It can make itself let's see. It can temporarily assume a physical form made of ectoplasm, which gives it some increased physical abilities, but makes it corporeal and therefore vulnerable to corporeal things. It has a breath weapon that does 20 d6, a 60-foot cone, 20 d6 negative energy damage, and 1 negative level.
Good God.
The reflex save does not remove the negative level.
Is there a save? There's no save for the negative level. It just happens.
There's no
Even
save.
if you even if you don't take damage from the negative damage, it seems that you shouldn't.
That would be a ruling, is what that would amount to. I would probably say that if you avoid all damage through
Evasion.
then you I don't think resistance, but if through evasion, I think evasion would cause you to avoid the negative level, but that's a ruling. It's not clear cut, I think. Red is written. Red is written, I would say you don't, but I would say you do because I think it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It can cast various undead themed spells. Including Energy Drain is probably the most dangerous one you guys should be terrified of. It is Innervation, except for its a ray that deals 2d4 negative levels with a Fortitude save that I believe. Let's see. Fortitude save partial. I wonder what it means. Now I'm confused. The Fortitude. Okay, yeah, the Fortitude save is to keep the negative levels from becoming permanent.
Cool.
Yeah. Innervation negative levels can't become permanent because the duration is never 24 hours, and that's 24 hours later is when that save is made. But apparently Energy Drain doesn't have the same caveat. It can steal your. If it kills you, it can soul bind you. Though why would it do that if it could get a Dread Wraith? One thing I'll mention: this creature is intelligent enough to realize that since you just came down the elevator, there's something up there. So, if you feel like if it gets away, it's gonna rampage through Kintargo.
Okay.
Were
That's a lot.
those
That's a
not
big
doors
if.
that we went through?
It's incorporeal.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it can see through doors.
It knows that there's something up there since we came
Because
down.
you came
from
through
something
there.
Sure, okay.
The module elaborates on how it permanently destroys Kintargo if it gets away and you don't handle the situation.
Cool.
So we couldn't shadow walk, given.
Well, it wouldn't have woken up if we
I guess, yeah.
shadow walk
Makes sense,
past
makes
it.
sense.
So, anyways, I think, I'll check energy resistances and such. Not really. No DR except in its corporeal form.
I think that's enough.
Yeah.
So, Torsiv.
Yeah, enchant my blade as a swift action.
Or Flux, does Flux have anything else he wants to do?
I said I readied Misfortune.
Okay.
Yeah, swift action to enchant my blade. Move over there, and let's try and put an intensified fireball on it.
All right.
Did that work? Yeah. 62 points of damage.
Okay. It'll make a save.
Yeah, it's just DC 18, I think.
Wow.
That's not good.
I say that's really good.
I meant for us.
Yeah.
I think the T-Rex can charge if he charges in a way. Without me getting through the way, if he wants to do so.
Yeah, he will do thing there to get it within reach, and is going to use his magical abilities to add Shocking Grasp to this attack.
I think that's a standard action, like when you're doing an attack action, not when you're charging.
Kevin,
I'm
you're the
not sure.
Magus expert.
Sorry, what was that?
Torsiv, you're the Magus expert too. Can you use spell combat as part of a charge?
I don't think so.
You can't combine. Yeah, charge is a specific standard action as a spell combat. You cannot. You can take a standard action attack, but you cannot take a specific standard action.
Okay. So yeah, he just gets to do his bite, which is magical because he has things.
But what you could do is you could. No, never mind. Ignore me. Yeah, go on.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
There you go.
That's not good.
I'll 5-foot step back and let's see. Yep, still first range increment. I'll full attack with a haste. Let's see. Worst is 22. Is it? It's not outsider evil, is it?
It is an undead.
It is an undead. So 22 is lowest against Flatfoot.
22 hits its Flatfoot.
Okay. Let's see.
Have you taken a standard action to undo mercifulness? 'Cause I think you might.
I
Need to
did
do...
not. Yeah, I did not.
I'll let you
take
do
a
that
standard
instead.
action. Okay. I'll take a standard action to remove it, and I'll move. I guess I'll move. So I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll finish it at 5 actually. That is all.
Then Ray.
So 25 plus 5 feet per level. That's like 75 feet, something like that. Okay, she'll move a little closer. She'll move up a little bit, and she will cast Destruction on the. Oh, I think she'll move a little closer to actually see the guy. And then she'll cast Destruction on him. He'll make the Fortitude save, so it'll probably just be the 10d6. But you can roll the Fortitude save.
I'm not sure that works on an incorporeal creature at all.
Like, spells don't work on incorporeal creatures?
Destruction. Slays the target. Looking at it, roll knowledge religion.
Okay, her knowledge is not great. It is pretty shitty. Eight.
Yeah, you use the spell not realizing that undead are immune to death effects.
It's not a death effect.
It is. It's necromancy death.
Yeah, it plainly says that it's...
But it just does damage. How is that a death effect?
If it's a fortitude save, if it allows a fortitude save, they're immune to it anyway.
Well, I don't think that's quite... that part necessarily comes into play here. The issue is... hold on. What that technically does is it marks it as the death sub-school. I'll see if there's a description of the death sub-school that elaborates on whether or not they're all automatically death effects, but I'm inclined to think that they... Yeah, spells... that's not a sub-school, it's a descriptor, so... Spells with the death descriptor directly attack a creature's life source and cause immediate death. Draw on the power of dead or dying creatures. Death ward protects again. Yeah, they're death effects.
Okay, fine.
So spell is wasted. His turn.
You guys like set yourselves up pretty good.
I moved first.
So let's see, 60-foot cone. So here. I'm gonna use the
Yeah, how many across is it supposed to be?
It's
that.
like 90 degrees.
You can move a little bit up back at all of us.
Yeah, if it wants to do a standard action.
And I think the cone is actually covers more than that, but
It covers these blocks as well.
it only wants to 5-foot step, because it doesn't want to provoke from T-Rex. But yeah, that'll allow it to get everyone.
65 feet away though.
Yeah, what tags everybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah. So rolling reflex.
I've got evasion. I need to list that.
All right. So, let's see. A lot of you. Um, Valair is the only failure I see. Kevin?
Okay.
So, 62 is full damage. So, 31 is half, and anyone who takes half damage also takes a negative level.
Dodging the first bullet. Yeah.
So if we dodge the whole shit, we take no neg levels as well?
Yes.
Cool.
Tell me the barb is alive.
Oh yeah, he has as much HP as I do.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
I didn't even know that's about the particular architect when I took it, but that's actually really nice going forward.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's alive.
Good.
And
If not, he would still be okay, probably.
he has one more thingy. Yeah, has a quickened spell, which he will cast on the T-Rex because that's who's damaged him so far.
Nobody damaged him so far.
No, T-Rex damaged
The
him.
T-Rex rolled a natural 1 dude,
Huh.
on his job.
Oh no, the T-Rex didn't damage him.
Yep.
Yep.
He's still the biggest threat.
Yeah, Torsiv is the one who damaged him.
Yeah, so we'll go
I
after
think I did
Torsiv.
the fireball.
Torsiv, make a fortitude save.
Okay.
All right. You successfully avoid the bulk of the damage. Okay.
Do you have like Swift Disintegrate?
It's not disintegrate, but it's a similar spell. So take 33 points of damage, which is much better than what would have happened otherwise.
I can see that.
Leon.
Okay. I'm going to provoke from this, but I can't help it. There's 30.
All right. It's provoked attack. Yeah, gonna be a spite. So 41 touch.
Sure.
Oh wow! Wait, what? Okay, that must refer to the universal. That can't mean that.
Am I taking damage?
You are taking damage. I'm checking whether. Okay. It says that the bite attack, which hit you, does 4d6 plus energy drain. It doesn't specify a number of levels, so I'm just going to assume 1.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 damage and negative level.
Okay. 39.
To hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Here's some damage, and here's some more damage.
Okay. So
72.
alright. Is that taking into account the penalty from the negative level?
Yeah. Nothing happened that level.
Yeah,
No,
you don't
that's-
lose class features.
That's not
you
how
just
Pathfinder
take a
negative
minus.
levels work. You get... It's -1 to everything. It doesn't matter if something happened at that level.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
It's -1 to everything, -5 to your max HP.
I think you would do the same
Yeah, we're
amount
okay.
of damage though.
Yeah.
Okay, so just damage that happens.
Yep.
Okay.
Half of it does. Flux.
Okay, I'm back. It was just a quick call. Of course, it's 50 feet away. Oh, so first thing that happens is I'll deal with this separately. I don't know. I think my bird has light. He would find the most. Can you just move him to the closest place in 40 feet that's seclusive and hidden? Maybe behind this pillar. Do you think it would be? Right
Yeah,
there.
probably.
Just because he'd run or however he get to. He doesn't want to deal with this bullshit, basically.
Okay.
And then from there, I'm trying to think of something useful I could do. Dazing is a mental effect, right?
It is.
Yeah. Seems like these guys are immune to everything I can do.
You can go and channel.
Hit him with positive energy.
I don't know. It's not that much damage, but I guess I get better than
Yeah,
nothing.
I already sucked to provoke, so unless he has the thing, he won't again.
I can see out of that range. 5, 10, 15, 20. But from there, let me measure. Yeah, I have 35 foot with my ring. So I'll channel to harm undead from there. That's a flat 96. 96. 33 damage.
Alright, he gets a save.
That makes it, yeah. Let's take 16 damage.
Fang.
Swift action to activate the Bane Undead.
Alright.
And doing the spell strike thing, so I'm putting the shocking grasp in the sword and move in. Does he have another attack of opportunity?
He doesn't take another attack of opportunity.
Okay, then I get to do my attack.
The threat.
That confirms.
Okay. 29 should be
Well, he'll take 29 of that damage, so
Yeah. And the lightning half as well.
the lightning isn't halved. Oh, but he can't
Is-
be crit because he's incorporeal.
Ah,
Never mind.
good point. So 15 points and 33 lightning.
Cool.
And the Bane Undead thing will do 2d6.
Yeah.
Here goes. 4 points more. No, or 2.
No, the Bane Undead is not halved.
Yeah. Okay. So 5-foot step. We are not gonna cast defensively. We're just gonna do our attack. Actually, how good are we at casting defensively? You know what? Rather good. So we're gonna give it a shot. Wah, 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 wah. We still get to do an attack. That'll hit. Half of 62. Mom.
I will full attack. Full attack. I do have a mesh and a haste attack. It did not roll the full attack. 1 sec. Let's see. Lowest is 18.
All right. 18 doesn't hit.
Let's see. Oh, it rolled it twice. I'll take the first one though. 24 is the second lowest.
24 doesn't hit.
28.
No.
29.
No.
37.
That hits.
Cool. So the first attack hits, which is the most important one. $76 damage. Yeah, I rolled some shitty ass rolls.
Okay. And that's halved.
Yeah, that is half. So 35 and then 3, so 38 damage.
All right. Zenrai.
I'll have to step back one more.
Can these things be touched, like with such attacks?
You can't touch them.
Yeah, you can target them with touch spells.
Okay. She has the speed for that. She'll cast heal, move up, and attempt to deliver it as a touch attack.
All
Not sure
right.
what its touch AC is, but she'll go to try. Hope for a good roll.
Come on, good.
21.
Versus its touch AC.
Yep.
Its touch AC is big.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I think it's instantaneous, so you lose the charge.
You can hold the charge of any touch spell.
yeah.
Okay. I thought it's like until it loses its charges. It's like round. Okay.
All right. It is going to. Five-foot step back. If it uses.
Roll a d4 for its breath weapon or whatever it
Oh
rolls.
yeah. That's. Let's see what it is. Okay, I will GM roll that. Okay. So, 5 foot step back. It is going to cast a quicken spell. Fortitude save.
Yep.
Yeah, you avoid the primary negative effect of it. 39 points of damage.
And I'm bloodied.
It and for its actual move, yeah, I guess since you're the one, I guess it's gonna start its full attacks with you because, like I said, you're the one who's doing all the damage.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Leon, the energy drain, I found it. It's 2 levels.
Oh, okay.
It was in a very unintuitive place.
So for the breath weapon, or is that something else?
For the bite attack
Attacks.
that Leon took.
Hmm.
Just the bite attack has energy drain attached to it, and we will now begin with Torsiv. So these are touch attacks.
Yep.
When you're done, I have a
Let's-
question that I'm probably wrong about.
Let's see. I have touch. Cause the shield will affect this.
The spell shield does not affect this. It's a shield bonus to AC.
It's force shield.
I am pretty sure it does not affect this.
I'm looking up
It
the
just
spell.
gives you.
I'm pretty sure it does, but it's 22 or.
This bonus applies against incorporeal touch
yeah,
attacks,
it does.
just as it is a force effect.
So touch 22.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Basically auto hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 13 damage and 2 negative levels from its bite. The 2 negative levels is effectively another 10 damage.
Yeah.
It now has claws. Do you have any divine spells on you at the moment?
Not divine, no.
All right. So that ability won't come into play. Claw. Claw. I'm lumping both claws together. 26 from the 2 of them. Guess it's gonna go for its wings.
Does the claw apply negative level as well?
No, just the bite does that. Pathfinder doesn't like to do more than one of those per round. Or doesn't like to
glad
do.
of that.
It doesn't like to do with creatures with a bunch of attacks. Doesn't like all of them to apply negative levels. It holds that card closer to its chest. So wing.
Yeah. Is that for both?
Between the 2 of them. So 14. Both of them did 2d6.
Yeah, cool.
You're still alive?
Yeah, I got 28 hit points left.
Tail
Cool.
slap. For 12.
Yeah.
Leon.
All right. 5 foot there. 31 to hit.
That is good enough.
Good. Here, have some shit. Is there any reason it can't take precision damage?
Yeah, it's incorporeal. So yes.
Can't do your sneak. You can't do sneak attacks.
Okay.
And it's
Uh,
and it's immune to ability damage.
68, and I will be back shortly.
Okay, that 68 would be halved, I think, so 34. Flux.
Kevin, take 5 and let Torso heal 5.
That's a good call. So
That won't help any.
Well,
it'll help a little.
No, he will. Next bite, he will kill me, basically.
Well, you know,
don't know
we had
what's
options for
gonna
that.
Just
Okay,
take
so
the 5.
who anyone else injured besides you, Torsiv? Leon
I'm
has-
pretty sure Leon. Yeah, Leon.
Leon took
Leon
14 points, I think.
Leon has a sliver gone. The T-Rex has a sliver gone.
Okay, so it's 5, 10, 50, like 20, down to 90. So everyone heal 5, and I'll remind Leon when he gets back.
I did not take damage.
Shit. I tried something that could fuck a scab, but it's not built for that apparently. He's gonna make that save instantly. Yeah, I'll 5 foot. Yeah, to then channel to harm again. Try to get at least something going. I have a plan for you, Torso. Don't worry. 35. You can make the roll, but I'm sure he makes it. Yeah. So 17.
17 damage happens. That is all. Fang.
Okay. 5 feet, casting defensively.
Maybe move closer to the people that can heal you.
Hit down, so
Okay.
if I move out of the way, it will hit me, so I will die. Let's see. I don't know if this, if the macro is in here, but I'm pushing the spell and let's see. So casting defensively, 37.
Pretty sure that wins.
Yeah, it's a 6th level spell.
Yeah, so that wins. No SR to overcome.
Okay. And he needs to do a fortitude save.
He automatically
makes it.
succeeds because he's undead.
Come on, guys.
Okay.
That was like me level of play when I started.
Actually, no, because it affects objects.
Yeah, I thought disintegrate could take out undead, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, you're right. I was wrong for a second there. It affects objects, so it affects them.
So it's not allowed. No, it is allowed a fortitude save if it's an object. It's really weird.
Yeah, disintegrate is kind of special that way.
Yeah, it even affects things made of force, so I assume it affects incorporeal creatures as well.
Yep.
So yeah, it does need to make a fortitude save. It does have that stat for situations like this.
Damn! Just made it.
God damn it.
So
I'm back. Did I get hit? No, it hasn't been its turn.
So, it takes 15 damage.
that happens.
I need to I need to hit it as well. I don't know if I hit it with my weapon attack. I kind of forgot that. Let's see. Here goes. I'm guessing I'm missing.
Yeah, 28 misses, so that 15
Oh,
doesn't
it's,
happen.
it's 30. 30. It's 30 because of being on that.
Yeah, no, it's 28 because I have 2 neg levels.
Oh man, I almost got you, Torso.
Okay.
I was going to ask about this, and I feel like I'm probably wrong about this. Reading negative level, it says ability checks, not the ability score.
Yeah.
So it doesn't double affect, say, attack rolls because attack rolls are already called out.
That's correct.
Okay.
So, T-Rex. He is going to once again cast defensively. He wins and hits, dealing 11 points of electricity damage. And 55 points of magical damage, which is halved, so 27. Alright.
I would like to 5-foot step and full attack.
Where is your character even?
I'm way, way up. I can see it, but you can't.
Oh,
see
yeah,
it.
I see. You're way the fuck up there. What did you do?
I did not do anything. I just didn't move.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's do the haste attack as well. Lowest is 18, does not hit. 27 does not hit. 37
Hits.
Cool. A 100 and something. I can't read it because of there's something. Can somebody please have it while I reload the page?
Yep. 132.
So that's
66.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It actually splatted into bones and shit. Okay, cool.
Take a heal, Torsiv.
Yeah, thank you.